Before we begin, to all my returning viewers, always grateful for you. Many thanks for the support. To any newcomers and lurkers, do me a favor. Hit that like button, consider subscribing. I pride myself on not running memberships on this channel. I don't want other collectors to pay for my toys or subsidize my work. No exclusive content. I like my videos out there for everyone to see. And to get more eyes on them, the only thing I ask in return, I just need you to press a couple of buttons. Hugest of thanks, y'all. I put a good amount of work into this video. I hope you enjoy. Alright, y'all, welcome back to The Void. And today, in the house, we're going to be going over my top 10 Marvel Legends of the year so far. I wanted to do this sooner rather than later, because with the way Legends are going, we'll be seeing next year's offerings like next month. It's like things are coming out in the blink of an eye. It's enough to make your head spin. However, it's a good problem to have, because Legends is bringing the frickin' fire this year. I also wanted to do this video because it's a good way to show appreciation for a line I absolutely love, and seeing I don't have all the time in the world to give each and every single one of these figures in the top 10 their own standalone video, I figure this is the next best thing. Also, with the way my top 10s work, each of these figures is going to be defending their spots come December, January-ish when I do my end of the year roundup. Always dig doing those videos, as do my viewers. They dig them too. It's always a fun time. Also, my stuff skews very comic booky. So for those of y'all expecting MCU, Toon Stuff, What If, X-Men 97, you're going to be severely disappointed. Alright, y'all, with that said, let's go ahead and get to this top 10. Coming in at number 10, we've got the Suits 2-pack. And for real, two figures in one, it counts. You can't have one without the other. Love these figures, got that stunning, iconic look from Wolverine number 8, an issue I proudly have in my collection here. Total core memory from my childhood when I first saw the cover at my local supermarket. So it's an amazing feeling to have this set in plastic form. Also, this has been on my own particular wish list for a very long time. Only reason why this is in the back 5, it's a set that's more style over substance. Beautiful looking figures, but they're not the most posable dudes out there. I mean, you can do a few things if you get really creative with it, but really all mine do is just stand there looking tough, which ain't that bad, for real. But yeah, as it stands, pun intended, still a killer set. Coming in at number 9, we've got Victor Creed Sabretooth from the Cowboy Wolvie 2-pack. And of course, yes, this dude totally stole the thunder from the Wolvie he came with. This thing has been on collectors' wish list for years. A Sabretooth on the Omega Red body. We needed that size, we needed that bulk, and we finally got it all these years later. Only reason why it's in the back of the list, pins. If this guy was pinless, it'd be top 5 for sure. Still though, terrific figure, imposing as heck, and the update we needed. Coming in at number 8, we've got something else that's been on a bunch of folks' wish lists. We've got Zabu Wave Cable in his X uniform. Marvel vs. Capcom fans rejoice. We've got our hero from the future in posable blue and yellow plastic now. Love this figure to pieces. Those colors, man, it just pops. I love the detail in the head sculpt, the cybernetic arm, and I dig the way they were able to handle the harness without getting in the way of torso articulation. Reason why? It's in the back 5. The way they did the boots, it's a little questionable. I've never been the hugest fan of that whole boot cut calf paint matchup. You know, like one piece is one color, the other piece of plastic is another color that's painted over. Never really looks right in the end. Now, I would have opted for just losing the boot cut altogether and just having the boot as one single piece. Yeah, I'm one of those weirdos who doesn't like boot cuts. Sue me. Unless it's done super well and seamless, which it rarely is, I think it breaks up the silhouette of the leg and it just makes it look disjointed when you articulate it, but that's just me. Also, you can see I've souped up my cable just a bit. Shoulder pads are from the old school Marvel Legend, and the Marvel vs. Capcom weapons are from the incredibly talented Daisho Creations and Sun West Kong. I have their Instas in the links below. Be sure to check them out. Number 7. We've got Nick Fury. Loving the throwbackiness of this piece, y'all, and dig that we got his classic head sculpt for old heads like me. Now, this was one that needed an update badly. It had been a good long while since we seen a Fury made. Last one was on that Bucky Cat body. It was looser than me after an octuple scotch at the end of the week. Anyway, I digress. Yes, love what it is they were able to do for us here. Plenty of hands, plenty of accessories. This is Legends done right here. Huge props to the team on this figure. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. Only reason it's in the back 5. I would have loved just a wee bit more expression in the head sculpt. But still, that's really just me splitting hairs here. Had to find a reason to justify why this guy isn't number 6 or even 5. But yes, still very, very good. Coming in at number 6, we've got She-Hulk. Now, where she lacks in articulation, she totally makes up for in attitude and expression. This is total John Byrne through and through, y'all. This is another one of them core memories. Me with my mom at the checkout line at the H-E-B supermarket as a kid, looking to my right and seeing images of She-Hulk in her very own title. Tons of character, breaking the fourth wall. It left an impression on me. So I'm super happy to have this iteration of Jen in plastic form. And yeah, y'all, only reason why she's 6 and not 5, there's a whole lot of plastic here without joints. Now that new Widow body, y'all, that thing has got me spoiled, and I want that lower crunch on all my lady figures now. It adds so much. All good though, this is still an outstanding piece and I'm very happy to have it in the collection. It's super clean, super charming, and I think the team did a terrific job on it. Alright, the halfway point. Coming in at number 5, we've got Ghost Rider. Super wicked piece, y'all. Danny Ketch, something fans have been clamoring for forever, y'all, myself included. Now, this one it's a polarizing piece, unfortunately. A lot of people ended up really liking it, and a lot of people ended up disappointed. Now, yeah, I see both perspectives here. It is a good-looking piece, yes. Does it have shelf presence? Yes. Is the articulation as smooth as butter? Yes. However, is the figure itself a little small? You know, maybe. maybe a little. It doesn't really matter, though, when you put him on his bike. Now, are we missing the headlights on the bike? Yeah, you know, we are. I'm hoping a 3D artist can render some up for us. Do the metal bits lack a little definition, a little tone, a little color? Yeah, just a little bit. You know, I wish, you know, they would have had just a bit more of a wash on them. I don't know, or maybe casting something a little darker. And lastly, I would have loved a different type of flame effect for the head. Now, Danny Ketch, the fire around his skull always had more of an all-around flair to it rather than just up top. So I would have loved something that was just a little bit more round rather than what it is that we have here, which is similar to Johnny Blaze. I know it sounds like I have more critiques than praise for this figure. Don't get me wrong, I really like it. It's a striking piece, but I knew I'd hear it in the comment section if I didn't bring these things up. A good piece, nonetheless, and the perfect figure to start off the top 5. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Mark 20. Beautiful looking piece, and I ended up liking it way more than I thought I was going to. Like, when the Iron Man retro wave came out, I thought the Neo Classic was going to be my number 1, but nope. Got this guy in hand, ended up liking it way more than the Neo Classic. I love the luster of the plastic. The sculpt is on point. I dig the extra hands and effects pieces. The only miss on this figure, it's the waist cut. This would have been a perfect candidate for a ball-jointed waist, but I know articulation like that, mass-produced, costs money, and I figure it probably wasn't in the budget. Like I said though, sculpt is gorgeous, but this line, man, this line on the waist, it keeps it from the top 3, possibly, truthfully, possibly even being number 1. But still, being in the top 5? Yeah, man, pretty good. And the MVP Iron Man of the wave, in my opinion. At number 3, we've got Scarlet Spidey. A dang good Spidey figure, but that aside, I made a video for this figure that absolutely nobody watched. So this is a reminder. Watch my video for it. It's one of the best videos I've ever made, for crying out loud. Link below, and in the comments say Jay's top 10 brought me here. You'll find out why I like this figure so much, okay? So click on the link and watch it after you're done watching this. Coming in at number 2, we've got Sharon Carter. And let's be really real, y'all. I have absolutely no affinity to Agent 13, like at all. You know what I like? You know what I have an affinity for? Lady figures that can move, lady figures that are mobile, lady figures that can pose. And for anyone saying, oh, Classified and Power Rangers been making figures with articulation like this for years. No, they haven't. On plain sight, yeah. I mean, they have the joints, they have the pieces, but they don't move as smoothly as this, like at all. So yeah, keep making figures on this Widow bod. I'll keep buying them. And for real, we all know Sharon Carter here is a placeholder for Warbird. I cannot wait to get that one in hand. I wasn't able to secure a Target pre-order. My Targets around here are awful, so I'm gonna have to try my luck on AliExpress or something. But yes, the articulation on this Agent 13, it's outstanding, y'all. This Black Widow body, it's a thing of beauty. I love it. More of this, please, Legends team, please. I can't wait for Phoenix as well. And coming in at number 1, we've actually got 2. Count them. 2 figures, because you can't have one without the other. We've got the Heroes for Hire we've got Luke Cage and Iron Fist, the absolute perfect 2-pack. One figure super articulated, the other bulky, brawny, with a few new pieces of articulation himself, plenty of hands, heads with expression, the works. Whoever was in charge of putting this one together, freaking job well done. This is Legends done the proper way, and the perfect modern updates to figures we ain't gotten a bit. The last time we saw Iron Fist was in the Defenders 4-pack, and the last time we saw a modern Cage was, I think that was in there as well. that had to have been like 3-4 years ago? So we were due, y'all. We were most definitely due. Anyway, yeah, y'all. Really not much more to say on this one. The figures, they do all the speaking for me. They complement each other so well. Even singularly, they're terrific. And they're a shining example of what makes Legends so special for all of us. Just some dang good-looking toys that you'd be proud to display in any collection. Alright, y'all, that's basically all I've got for today. And keep in mind, this is just preference. This is all just preference. You may not agree with everything I have to say here, and that's okay. Not all things are for all people. Anyone you think I left out, anyone who should be higher, lower, sound off in the comments. Alright? Alright, and with that said, we are gonna go ahead and sign off. Respect yourself, respect those around you. We will go ahead and check you later. And as always, stay frosty.